Welcome to Reclaiming Your Voice. I'm Vernica, aka V. So yeah, welcome to my channel. So let's talk about why am I starting this channel? Let's go back a little bit as far as what's reclaiming your voice. The Lord had spoken to me and said, get out of your comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone. And because my mind was just on whatever it was on, I wasn't really sure, was that me at first? But then he said it 3 times. And I knew it was him speaking to me. And my first question actually was, well, how do I do that? And he said, get on camera. And immediately I will tell you that my insecurities came out, because it wasn't necessarily about being on camera per se. It was the insecurities that would be shown to the world, or whoever I would be going on camera for, is my voice, how I pronounce words, and just my background of what I've been through. And that isn't something that I willingly would want to do. I was very closed off as I became older. Now, when I was a kid, it was just like, whatever, I'm just rolling with the punches. But as I became an adult and life happens, I became a bit more reserved, because, I knew that I am different. But I saw my individuality as something that people can't handle. And I saw that is something that people can't handle is because when I was a child, I felt like I couldn't really be myself. Because if I was to be myself, then I would get teased and mocked, and especially with my voice. And it really started with my name, Vernica, which I love my name. But even now, it's just difficult for people to pronounce it correctly. And I would have to correct people, but kids can be kids. And they would want me to repeat myself and what you say. And it just came to this whole mockery of my name and how I talk. So when the Lord was saying to me, come out of your comfort zone, along with insecurities, fear came up, because I knew that, again, it wasn't just about my voice in that moment. It was just about the layers of that comfort zone. I knew it was a lot of layers. And when I think about my comfort zone, I think about a blanket. When I was little, my blanket was always my protection. I would drag it around just like Linus from the Peanuts, right? I would just take it everywhere with me. It was my protection. It was my tent. It was my covering. It's where I hid when so much was going on around me. And that just, it just stumbled on within throughout my childhood and also my adulthood. But what happened was my comfort zone became my blanket of comfort. And I describe my blanket of comfort with this thick, fluffy, warm, cozy blanket that was so thick that it had many layers, and each layer was a layer regarding my trauma and the layer regarding all of my insecurities and the layers of relationships and the layers of things that happened to me. Was just so many layers that I knew when God was saying, come out of your comfort zone, that's what he was requiring of me, to come out from those layers so that him and I can become closer, and then I can find a voice within myself. And it was a journey. By the time I even came up, the name solidified with me. Name changed, like 1 or 2 times. And it's recently this year, Reclaiming Your Voice ended up being the thing. So I evolved a lot getting to this place in my life. And it's been an amazing journey. Very hard journey. And now I'm here, bringing my story to YouTube. Just to give you some more information regarding Reclaiming Your Voice, it's also a blog. So it's the Reclaiming Your Voice blog, and it's also a podcast, the Reclaiming Your Voice podcast with Vernica Williams. So it really had morphed to so many things. And now it's Reclaiming Your Voice YouTube channel. I am really glad that I am doing this. I really think I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to share my story, because I know that it's so many single Christian women, and not just single Christian women, but that is who God has led me to directly speak to. There's so many of us who have gone through so many things, and we feel as though that because we are believers that we should have our stuff together, that we absolutely should not be feeling shame and guilt and, God forbid, doubt and fear. But my life, and I know a lot of your lives, we have experienced doubt and fear on top of all our layers of happenings in our lives. And it's interesting because of this, us women in general, there's so many layers within us anyway. Not just talking about, can I mention society, the layers of how society sees us as women, the expectations, the stereotypes, all of those things, and especially being a woman of color, so many things that we deal with, so many layers, right, that we have to sift through and figure out. I'm a mom. I'm a mom of 2 children, and I'm a grandmom, and on the way I will have 2 grandchildren. So it's a lot to unpack there also. Parenthood, singlehood. I was also married, and I've been divorced since 2017. So it's a long journey. It's a long journey to reclaim my voice. And me having this YouTube channel, I hope that once you find this channel, that you can relate, that this will be a space for you to see a raw and behind the scenes of living a life and trying to figure out what it means to reclaim your voice. So if you are interested in joining me on my journey to reclaim my voice, and if you want to connect with me, I am on majority of the socials, so I will put them all in the description down below. And we have a lot to talk about, so there's time. But just to let you know, I will be posting every Friday. So until we meet again, be well. Peace out.